Good morning and welcome to our morning meditation. I want to thank you for being here today. I hope you've had a wonderful week. And today we'll be focusing on shamanic drumming with Reverend Summer Albayati. And I hope you enjoy our meditation today. If you have a drum, I invite you to go and get it as we start our meditation today because Summer will be leading us in a drum circle. We'll start, as always, with these words from Ralph Waldo Emerson. From Success. The inner life sits at home and does not learn to do things nor value these feats at all. 'Tis a quiet, wise perception. It loves truth because it is itself real. It loves right. It knows nothing else. But it makes no progress. Was as wise in our first memory of it as now. Is just the same now in maturity and hereafter in age it was in youth. We have grown to manhood and womanhood. We have powers, connection, children, reputations, professions. This makes no account of them at all. It lives in the great present. It makes the present great. This tranquil, well-founded, wide-seen soul is no express writer, no attorney, no magistrate. It lies in the sun and broods on the world. A person of this temper once said to a man of such activity, I will pardon you that you do so much, and you me that I do nothing. In many traditions, it is believed that if you speak out loud and you voice your intention of goodwill, that it gives it strength and power. And today, I would like to offer as an intention our Muslim siblings in faith. They will be coming to a conclusion with the end of the month of Ramadan tomorrow. And I want to just remind us all to hold them in our hearts. If you are Muslim, I want to uh, thank you for your offerings during Ramadan, to thank you for the gifts that you've given us in reflection and time in community. I know that this has been a difficult time for many of our Muslim siblings in faith because the time of Ramadan is about community and family, and during this time of isolation, it has been very difficult for many. But I want to thank uh, all of our Muslims siblings for the great and gracious way that they have offered to sacrifice and to give in community and to all of us. And for us, who, if you are not Muslim, I want to remind you to, if you have Muslim uh, friends, neighbors, family, um, to celebrate Ramadan and to celebrate um, the Eid that will be coming in the next couple days with them as a reminder that we live in solidarity, friendship, and kindness. So I want to just offer that up as our intention for today. As always, if you have an intention, please feel free to let us know of that at this time. You can voice it out loud in the space you're in, but also remember to share it with us in the comments below, and we'll be happy to share that intention in community. So I invite you to do that at this time. We speak of that which we carry in our hearts as a sign that we are connected to a much larger, greater universe around us. I now bind all that has been said and made known to us out loud, and that which is carried in our hearts with the love and compassion and strength of this community. I now invite you to readjust your body and get into a position that is comfortable. If you have a drum, to get that out and ready for you to drum with Reverend Summer. And to let's start with some breathing and stretching as we begin our time together. So again, as we usually do, I want you to invite you to bring your hands into prayer position and raise your arms above your head, stretching your arms back closer to your shoulders, or closer to your ears, and so that way you're stretching out your chest and opening up your chest and tensing up your back muscles as we then bring our arms down. And again, hold your arms out a little bit. Shake out your wrists. If you're going to be drumming, it'll be good to have your wrists nice and loose and your arms and forearms nice and loose. And then bring your arms down to your side. And so now I'm going to invite you to make sure that you're sitting up nice and straight and tall, and relax your head to one side. I'll start with my right and just stretch a little bit to your side. Stretch out your neck muscles. Stretch to your left. And come back to center. Stretch your head forward. Maybe you can feel some of the tension in your back of your neck between your shoulder blades. Or come up to center and stretch your neck back. And we'll come back to center. Invite you to remember to sit in a position or stand or whatever your position you're in, but make sure that your chest is open, you're able to oxygenate your body, let the blood flow, make sure that you're sitting in a nice and comfortable way. I'm really happy to introduce to you our guest meditation guide today. Reverend Summer Albayati is an ordained Unitarian Universalist minister who has served various congregations in Southern California. Reverend Summer began her healing journey using drums as a way to connect with the spirit and the divine. At the age of 12, she discovered this gift of playing drums and also participated in it professionally with her father, Sadun Albayati. She is a wonderful drummer, a wonderful singer. I know I've experienced her drumming and her singing in many areas of my ministry. She follows in her paternal grandmother's lineage as a Sufi healer, and her paternal grandfather had a medicinal herbal store and practice. Healers is a part of being her DNA in her life. Summer is one that offers great healing and peace and love into the world. After studying psychology and education, she got married and had a beautiful baby boy, Devin, who's no longer a baby boy, but a grown young man, and I've had the pleasure of watching him grow up. Summer was diagnosed with cancer a number of years back, and with those days of struggling to survive for her child and her family, she discovered her call to ministry. Reverend Summer has studied in depth Buddhist chanting. If you ever get to meet her, ask her to engage that in your life, in your ministry. Sufi drumming and vibrational healing. and Hawaiian healing, and she really does believe and brings about with her the power of prayer. Reverend Summer also is a board member for UU Mystics and has contributed to many of their articles. She's a writer, contributing to a chapter in Centering, Navigating Race, Authenticity, and Power in Ministry. And she's exploring a new book on spirituality and finding the divine, which will be coming out soon. She facilitates a deep healing and transformation with her spiritual direction, and she's a wonderful spiritual director and coach. She also has gifts of transforming and helping people to transform their lives through drumming, chanting, Reiki, and other areas where healing is really needed in a true mind, body, and spirit way. I've known Summer for maybe 12 years now. She's an inspiration to me. She's a good friend. She's one of the warmest, kindest people, gentlest people you'll ever meet. If you ever get to meet her and her son Devin, her mother Barbara, you will instantly be blessed as a welcomed member into their family. And I just want to thank Summer and Barbara and Devin for welcoming me into their family and for gracing me with love and healing, soul and compassion that I feel every time I'm around them. So today we'll begin by breathing together as always. And we'll take some deep breaths, and I'll invite you to, as you're participating in the meditation today, if you are drumming, that is wonderful. I do not, as I think I said earlier, I do not have a drum of my own, but I will be listening. And part of listening to drumming is to engage your own breathing and your heartbeat. And Summer will explain that as well. But let's start today by exploring our breath. Again, I'll invite you to not do rhythmic breathing, but do deep breathing. And we'll take a deep breath in, hold it for 2 seconds or so, and then exhale. And when you exhale, I want to invite you to really push through your abdomen and push all the air out, so that way you're really getting a nice, deep, oxygenating breath in and out. So we'll breathe in and inhale and hold it and exhale. And breathe in, hold it and exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. Just take one more subtle breath in and exhale. I invite you to drum along with Summer, or to just listen to the music, listen to the rhythm, the beat, the underlying spirit with the drumming. The video that Summer has given me to present to you this morning was created on her and her son created a YouTube page, which will have lots of drumming and other Sufi meditation practices. So she specifically designed this one for us, and then actually she designed two. This is the second one. She put a lot of effort into these for us, and this one is going to be up on our YouTube page as well. And I invite you to engage that as we go forward. So I'll now turn it over to Summer and our Sufi meditation for the day.
Hi. Today we are going to do an Iraqi rhythm. It is a wonderful rhythm to get you into meditative state, a trance-like state. And I'm going to have my trusty assistant help me with that, but he does not want to be on camera today. So you will hear him holding the beat, the rhythm, and I'll do some syncopation with it. So if you have a drum, there's no time like the present. Go grab it, okay? And then let's get started with just playing, and it'll be a wonderful little drum circle. that feel? You were doing if you were following along with the rhythm, the tek tek doom, tek tek doom, right? You were doing a typical Iraqi rhythm that you might see at a Sufi ritual. And that is where we find people can get into a trance-like state, that meditative state. So you probably heard how meditative that was. Combined with all the syncopation that I was doing, it really makes for a beautiful experience, moving your body to and fro. This is the doumbek, or tabla as we also call it, right? It's the Arabic drum. You find it all over the Middle East. This one is a metal drum. It has a plastic head, and you can adjust the tone of the drum, right? So you can see it here, okay? Now, typically what you find here, where you can adjust it, typically what you find is that drums are normally made with various skins. You might have a clay drum that has a goat skin or a fish skin head on it. That really connects us with the earth, right? So this is a West African drum called a djembe, right? And this has a goat skin on it, and it is made of wood. And then you use the ropes to deal with the different sounds to tune it up, just as this is tuned up, okay, with the screws. A typical way that I like to heat up any type of skin on a drum is to put it over fire. So if you have a stove, right, you put it over the stove and get it to warm up. We used to use a lot of, what are they called? The back warmers that you plug in to, like a heating pad, right? We would have it sitting just like this on top of the heating pad to get it ready for a concert. In between concert times as well, just so that it's always ready. So that's a way to sort of tighten it up and make it have a beautiful sound. So we were playing these two drums. So this was giving you you heard the nice, right? You heard that nice rich sound. Combined with this drum, it sounds really beautiful together. And I'm sure your drum, if you were playing a drum, sounded beautiful with it as well. And if you were not playing a drum and you were just listening, I hope it was a meditative experience for you. And if you decided to move your body, I hope you felt relaxation and you got yourself into a nice trance-like state. So please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. We will be producing various videos. Some may have drumming, some may be speaking, some may have even some singing. I might dive into some singing with drumming as well. It's wonderful to have been able to drum with you, and I hope we will see you next time. And remember, healing is love, and love is light.
Blessed be. As we listened to the drumming, as we engaged in that drumming, we engaged in our physical experience of meditation. I invite you now to join me in a moment of silence as we reflect on the rhythmic patterns and the beautiful availability and understanding of the nature of drumming and the nature of rhythm in our lives. May we say together, blessed be. I want to thank you all for being here today. As always, I want to invite you to continue your exploration with drumming, with Sufi meditation. I want to invite you to check out Reverend Summer's website, summeralbayati.com. If you don't know how to spell Albayati, the website is listed in the description, and you can find it there. Also, I want to invite you that as we come to a close for the month of Ramadan, that this is an opportunity for us to stand in solidarity with our siblings in faith as they close Ramadan tomorrow. Maybe today you might want to engage in a fast for the rest of the day, or tomorrow engage in a fast and break that fast with in the evening after dusk with some prayer or meditation. We're starting meditation off this morning, end it tonight with meditation as well. Also, I invite you to engage. There's a number of Muslim organizations that are out there looking for support. One is Muslim for Progressive Values. Another is the Muslim Public Affairs Council. The Women's Mosque of America are all areas that are working for liberation, for justice, for equality. They're calling for our Muslim siblings to be able to have equal civil rights, equal respect with all members of our society. So I want to thank you for being here again. I want to thank Reverend Summer for being here again. Enjoy our times together. I will see you on Monday. And as we close our time together, may we say that we believe in something greater than ourselves. May we wish peace on all creatures. May we recognize that the divine is both within us as individuals and us as a collective as we celebrate all that is. And may we bless each other and all that we come in contact with by saying together, Amen, Amin, Shalom, Salam, Namaste, and blessed be.